Hey guys, so we're gonna finish Jumanji. And last time we read it, part two, the rhinos had just like bulldozed through the house. Peter gave the dice a quick rumble. Python sneaks into camp. Go back one space. Over the fireplace, said Peter. Judy sat down again, nervously eyeing the 8-foot snake that was wrapping itself around the mantel clock. The guide looked up from his map, took one look at the snake and moved to the far corner of the room, joining the monkeys on the couch. Oh man, so that means they must be like super dangerous. Judy took her turn and landed on a blank space. Her brother took the dice and rolled a 3. Oh no, he moaned. Volcano erupts. Go back 3 spaces. The room became warm and started to shake a little. Molten lava poured through the fireplace opening. It hit the water on the floor, and the room filled with steam. Judy rolled the dice and moved ahead. Discover a shortcut. Ooh, okay, so that's good. Roll again. Oh dear, she cried. Judy saw the snake unwrapping itself from the clock. Oh no, it's going to come for them. If you roll a 12, we can get out of the jungle, said Peter. Please, please, Judy begged as she shook the dice. The snake was wiggling its way to the floor. She dropped the dice from her hand. 1, 6, and then another. Judy grabbed her piece, slammed it on the board. Jumanji! She yelled. The steam from the room became thicker and thicker. Judy could not even see Peter across from the table. And then, as if all the doors and windows had opened, a cool breeze cleared the steam, and everything was as it was before the game. No monkeys, no guide, no water, no broken furniture, no snake, no roaring lion upstairs, no rhinos. Without saying a word to each other, Peter and Judy threw the game into its box, and they bolted out and ran to the park, dropped the game under a tree. Back home, they quickly put all their toys away. They were too excited to sit quietly, so Peter took out a puzzle. They fit the pieces together. Their excitement slowly turned to relief. Whew! And then, with the puzzle half done, Peter and Judy fell sound asleep on the sofa because they had like a really exciting day. I like this part. Wake up, dears, Mother's voice called. Judy opened her eyes. Mother and Father had returned. Their guests were arriving. Judy gave Peter a nudge to wake him. Yawning and stretching, they got to their feet. Mother introduced him to the guests and said, "Did you have an exciting afternoon?" "Oh, yes," said Peter. "We had a flood and a stampede and a volcano. I got the sleepy Susan." Peter was interrupted by adults laughing. They're like, "What? That's okay. That was good. Funny imagination." "Well," said Mother, "I think you both got the sleeping sickness. Why don't you go upstairs, put your pajamas on, and then you can do another puzzle and we'll have some dinner." When Peter and Judy came back downstairs, they found their father had moved the puzzle into the den. While the children were working on it, one of the guests brought them a tray of food. "Such a hard puzzle," she said. "Daniel and Walter are always starting puzzles and never finishing them." Daniel and Walter were Mrs. Budwig's sons. They never read the instructions either. Ooh, that's so important now. I bet they learned their lesson. "I guess they'll learn." Both children answered, "I hope so." But they weren't looking at Mrs. Budwig. They were looking out the window. 2 boys were running through the park. They were Danny and Walter Budwig, and Danny had a long, thin box underneath his arms. And his mom said they don't read instructions. Oh no! So that probably means what? They're going to play Jumanji and everything's going to go crazy. I would have liked Barry. So I want you to think, how was this story like similar to, maybe you've seen the movie Jumanji, and if you've seen the movie Jumanji, how was it similar or different than the movie? And if you haven't seen the movie, that's okay. I want you to think about what makes this story fiction. Okay, we know it's not a nonfiction story, so what makes this story fiction? Hope you guys enjoyed our read aloud. Bye.